Today we're going to play with the Insta Snap die set from Trinity Stamps, as well as sketch number 3 from Kendra's Card Challenge 13. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome. So we are actually going to make a scrapbook page with the Kendra's Card Challenge sketch number 3 today. I have all of my pieces pre-cut and ready to assemble, but I thought this large die set from Trinity Stamps would be perfect size for a scrapbook page, and so I've been wanting to play with it. I've pulled some pattern papers and cardstock from my stash, and I'm doing kind of a triple mat here behind my single photo, and then I'm just using my scissors to rough up the paper just to give it some more texture. And since it is of my dad, I figured I could go with the kind of roughing up the edges just to give it an even more manly feel to the layout. Trinity Stamps is actually a super sponsor for this quarter's card challenge, for Kendra's Card Challenge 13, and they have provided generous prizes for the card challenge participants, and they've provided some amazing products for the design team to work with. And so this die set was one of those fun products. And if you haven't tried it before, Kendra's Card Challenge is kind of like a one-sheet wonder on steroids. You take 6 sheets of 6x6 paper, and she gives you the sketches and the cutting guide, everything you need to make 15 cards. Now, if you just want to make one card, you can do so, because each individual sketch has the sizes and measurements on it so that you can just make one card at a time. So that's, I'm not using the measurements per se since I'm making a scrapbook page, but I'm kind of using the general guideline of where things fall on the card to place them on my page. So this Insta photo frame was on the die set, and I decided to use that to frame out my photos, or frame out my journaling, sorry. And then I'm going to go ahead and assemble my camera, and I have the blue layer that I just put down on the left. You can change the color on that, but I just decided to keep it blue and use it to add some texture and depth to my camera. And now I'm working on the lens of the camera, and I had just pulled in some different shades of kind of a beigeish gray cardstock to frame out the lens. And then this is the flash that I'm adding up here. And then we've got the viewfinder hole, I think, and just some additional details that we're adding to the top of the camera to make it look like an actual camera. And then the dot kind of just adds dimension and what might be the shiny spot kind of on the lens glass there. So this goes together really quickly, and I like all of the added details that they included on the camera. So this is going to be kind of my main embellishment for the photo, and I know it's large, but there's some things on the bottom corner of the photo that it's just some gift bags that look kind of messy, and I'm happy to cover those up, so that works out perfect. I'm also using the phrase "say cheese" that's from the stamp set. The word "say" comes out in one piece, "cheese" comes out in the individual letters, and I have just used the die cuts out the main word as well as the matte layer that would go behind it, kind of the outline. And so I just used some of the papers that I used for that photo block. I'm layering those up here for my words, and this is going to be part of my title, "Say Cheese." I use my reverse pliers there, reverse tweezers there, to help me lay the letters down because they are so tiny, but it's pretty easy to tell where they're going to go on that background mat, and so it does go together pretty quickly. So I have that on, And I'm going to go ahead and adhere my camera down, but I'm going to put the adhesive on and lay it down, but I'm not going to fully press it down because there's something that I'm going to kind of like layer underneath the right hand side of it. I pulled in a happy birthday sentiment from a glazing stamp set. I just liked the simple, kind of fun font that they used for the happy birthday. So I'm just going to bring that in, and then I'm adding to your 80s, because this was my dad's 80th birthday, and so the title is going to be Say Cheese to Your 80s. So I'm going to slide that underneath my camera, and that's why I didn't press it down. And then I'm also going to bring in a scrap paper piece of that red to write the date on, and that's going to go underneath my kind of photo frame up there. I'm going to get all of these different pieces adhered down. I will have links to the die set and Kendra's card challenge video down in the description box below for you if you want to check out more about the challenge. And then I used some of the scrap blue paper that I had and just punched some tiny circles to create kind of, you know, like what you would do with enamel dots, but I wanted some bigger, and I wanted to bring in some more of that blue to pull it all the way through the layout. And then I'm just going to go back through and kind of adhere those down. Kendra's Card Challenge, it is a challenge, and so there are opportunities to win prizes if you submit photos on her Facebook group. And again, all that information will be in the video link in the description box below. I'm also pulling in for a final touch the clear twinkle rhinestones from Trinity Stamps, just to add some extra dimension and kind of just extra details on the page. So I'm going to kind of scatter those around my blue dots and then get those adhered down as well. I decided to go with the clear just because this is kind of an odd color choice for the photo, or for my layout, but it worked well with the photo itself, and so I decided to go with the clear just because they went with everything. So now all I need to do is add my journaling about celebrating my dad's 80th, and then our layout is done. So again, please check the description box for links below, and thank you guys so much for your time today, and I hope you all have a very crafty day.